The Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and we're going to teach you about all of its parts.
The introduction to the Constitution is the preamble, and this is how it goes.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the benefits of all, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
The Constitution has 7 articles. Article 1 establishes the legislative branch.
The legislative branch can impeach the president, declare war, and make laws.
The Senate is part of the legislative branch. There is 100 senators. There are 2 to each state.
Senators have a 6-year term, but they do not have term limits.
If there's a tie in the Senate, then the vice president will break the tie.
In the Senate, you gotta be 30 years old. You gotta live in the United States for 9 years, and you gotta live in the state you represent.
The other part of Congress is the House of Representatives. It has 435 members.
The number of representatives a state gets depends on the state's population.
Representatives has a 2-year term with no term limit.
To be a member of a House of Representatives, you gotta be 25 years old and lived in the United States for 7 years and represent where you lived.
The leader of the House of Representatives is the Speaker of the House. Let's talk about Article 2. Article 2 establishes the executive branch.
The executive branch executes the laws made by Congress.
The executive branch appoints ambassadors and Supreme Court justices.
The executive branch makes treaties and leads the armed forces.
The executive branch is made up of the president and the vice president and the cabinet.
To be the president, you have to be 35 years old and a natural-born citizen.
To be the president, you have to be 35 years old, you have to be a resident for 14 years, and be a natural-born citizen.
You're probably wondering what the executive cabinet is. Well, here's the 15 cabinets.
Department of Agriculture.
Department of Commerce.
Department of Defense.
Department of Education.
Department of Energy.
Department of Health and Human Services.
Department of Homeland Security.
Department of Housing and Urban Development.
Department of Interior.
Department of Justice.
Department of Labor.
Department of State.
Department of Transportation.
Department of Treasury.
Department of Veteran Affairs.
Now let's talk about Article 3. Article 3 establishes the judicial branch.
The judicial branch decides if all laws are constitutional or not constitutional.
There are 9 Supreme Court justices.
They are appointed by the President and confirmed by the Senate.
There is no qualifications to be Supreme Court justices.
Supreme Court justices serve a lifetime term.
Article 4 establishes the relationship between the state and the federal government.
Article 5 lays out how future generations can amend the Constitution if society requires it.
Article 6 states
That the Constitution is the supreme law of the land.
Article 7 confirms the Constitution and details the people that sign it.
Now let's talk about the amendments.
An amendment is a change to a document.
there are 27 amendments.
The first 10 amendments is called the Bill of Rights.
The First Amendment tells us our 5 freedoms.
The 5 freedoms are
Assembly,
speech, religion, press, and petition.
Now here are some examples of what that does and doesn't mean.
I'm kind of hungry. Are you hungry?
I mean, I could eat, yeah.
Hey, look, that church says that they're having pizza after their service today.
Never turned down pizza.
Me neither. Free pizza. Let's go. Welcome, congregation. Thank you all for coming to the Church of Pizza. Can I get a Now, today we have our very special choir. They've been practicing and they're really going to bring it home for us today. So I hope everybody's excited to sing about pizza. So everybody open your book to the song of pizza. Look, it hasn't started yet. Cool.
You know how people are about their seats at church. I hope we're not taking up anyone's seat.
No, I think we're okay. Now, before we get started with our celebration, do we have any new members, newcomers to our church today? Well, welcome everybody. You're in for a good, warm slice of heaven.
Every single day. Then I have pizza slice and it blew me away. All I eat is pizza.
So weird.
This is awesome.
So weird.
I mean, listen to this song. It's a bop.
It's something. It's something.
Cheese on my fingers all the time.
No.
This is so weird. This is so weird. Do not sing this.
Stop.
This is so weird.
This is awesome. Cheese
These
on my
people,
fingers.
They worship pizza. Sarah, stop.
Well, the First Amendment gives them the right to freedom of religion. They can worship whatever they want to. And they chose pizza, cheese on my finger. Yes, praise pizza. All the za, so good. All right, everybody. So after our service today, just come and meet us in the fellowship hall for some delicious pizza. And we have some special Kool-Aid.
Did that Kool-Aid ever make y'all feel weird?
No, we like the Kool-Aid. Za.
What is this place?
Look at the tweet I just posted. It has 89,000 likes.
89,000, let me see. I can't believe the president would serve hamburgers and fries over pizza. What a joke. Jermaine, you can't post this.
Well, actually, this is the freedom of the press, and we can post whatever we want to post without the government telling against us.
Oh,
Well, good. I want to post about Billy has a big fat pizza head.
The First Amendment does not protect you from posting mean things about people.
Yeah, you can get consequences for that.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. I don't want to be a cyberbully.
Gosh golly, this line is long.
Well, we can just scream fire, so when everybody leaves, we can just go to the front of the line.
You can't do that.
Yes, I can. The First Amendment says it's the freedom of speech.
That's not what freedom of speech means.
Freedom of speech means you can express your opinion on the pizza or literally anything, but you just can't cause a panic like that.
Oh, fine. We'll just wait in the line.
Yeah,
That's a better idea. Guys, I don't think we should be doing this.
Yeah, Heidi, you're not going to get in trouble. Our First Amendment says we can peaceably assemble.
Oh, well, if we're not gonna get in trouble, then count me in.
You know what else you want to count in? All those people that signed this petition.
Yeah, let me give you a piece of my mind.
Yeah!
We demand pizza every single day.
Pizza 24/7, 365!
Pizza forever!
In pizza we trust.
When I say pepperoni, you say pizza. Pepperoni.
Pizza!
Pepperoni.
Pizza!
Pepperoni.
Pizza! That'll show them. Alright, enough about the First Amendment. Let us tell you about the Second Amendment. I love camping and the outdoors, and I love the fresh air.
Look at that bear, everybody.
I can barely believe it.
Oh, look at that bear. I'm gonna catch that bear.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Horrible idea.
I have that right to that bear in his arms.
Oh, that's not what it means.
Food, that's the most Alabama thing I have ever heard.
Well, actually, in Alabama, with a special permit, you can have a bear, but that's not what it means in the Constitution.
Well, what does it mean then?
It just means us Americans can own a gun.
Pew pew! Bang bang!
Oh, so, okay, I shouldn't catch the bear.
No, Jermaine!
Okay.
Now let us tell you about the Third Amendment.
Mom and Dad, come here. There's someone laying in my bed.
What? Wait, you can't be here. Get out of my house.
Yes, I can. I'm a soldier. I have permission to go in anybody's house and sleep wherever I want.
Well, according to the Third Amendment, no you can't.
We can't quarter soldiers anymore.
Fine. Let me find my shoes. Now let us tell you about the Fourth Amendment. Hello, welcome to the Atlanta airport.
Thank you.
May I please check your bag?
Yes.
Wow, I can't wait for them 49ers versus the Chiefs, man.
Me neither. I hope my 49ers win.
Bro, I bought a 4-liter Coke, man.
I bought fireworks.
Hello, boys.
Hey.
Hey.
Do you all have any weapons, liquids, or fireworks on you?
No.
Okay, well, may I please check your bag?
You don't have the warrant for that.
I don't have to have a warrant here at the airport. And you have to give up some of your Fourth Amendment rights for the safety and protection of others. So put your stuff in the box so we can check it.
Okay.
Get out, bro. Get
I
out, bro.
need to scan your ticket.
Hey, look at this.
I
Look at
need
this
to
one.
scan
Look at this one.
your ticket!
Step aside. Let the police handle this. Let me see your phone so I can see what caused all this trouble.
I know my rights.
We learned that the hard way at the airport.
You don't have a warrant to check my phone.
Oh,
Ma'am, you do actually need a warrant to check their phone according to the Fourth Amendment.
oh.
Aren't you in police school?
I just forgot about that. Try for yourself. I'm sick of you making me feed your zebras all day.
Nah, I think you're doing a good job.
Yeah, I'm not doing a good job. This was your idea. I want enough. See ya.
Huh, I wonder who that is.
GABPD, open up!
I told you they was gonna get you for those exotic animals one day.
Nah, not my sweet girl. Hello, officers. How can I help you?
We're here to search your residence.
Not without a warrant, you're not.
Oh, don't worry, we have one. We got a tip from this woman named Carol Baskins saying that you have been raising exotic animals in here.
Not the Carol Baskins again.
Oh, well, we'll just take a look around.
You don't have to look around. He got zebras everywhere.
This one now.
Arrest this guy.
Yes, ma'am.
Should I leave him?
Does he pay your bills?
No,
Does he pay your telephone bill?
no,
Does he pay your automobile?
no.
Well, you don't need that good for nothing type of brother.
Silly me. Why haven't I found another?
A baller. When times get hard, you need someone to help you out instead of a scrub like him who don't know what a man's about. So you're gonna have to find another one now because that one is in jail.
Yeah, you're right.
In this skit, we are going to combine amendments 5, 6, 7, and 8.
The Fifth Amendment says we can plead the Fifth, and there is no double jeopardy.
The Sixth Amendment says you have the right to a speedy and public trial.
The Seventh Amendment says you have a right to a trial by jury.
The 8th Amendment says there will be no cruel or unusual punishment.
In this court case, you will see where Ian vandalized a zoo with spray paint.
The case of Bullet versus the zoo, how do you plead?
Not guilty. Wasn't me.
Does the prosecution have anything they would like to say?
Woo, Judge! For this one right here, we're seeking the worst of the worst penalty. I want to see him tied to a tree, covered in honey, and eaten by grizzly bears.
Oh my God.
Objection. That is against the 8th Amendment.
Sustained. The Eighth Amendment says no cruel and unusual punishment. Jurors, are you ready?
Oh, that doesn't look fair.
Judge!
Are you right? This is not a fair jury, which you have the right to under the Seventh Amendment.
Oh, that's okay, Judge. We can put it off for, 3 years. We'll just hold him in jail for the meantime.
I'm sorry, that won't work. He has a right to a speedy trial under the Sixth Amendment. Mr. Bullock, are you going to testify?
I plead the Fifth.
Oh, that's okay. We've got security footage, so you can plead whatever you want to.
Ooh, after seeing that footage, we don't even need a trial. Guilty.
Ninth Amendment says, even if it's not in the Constitution, we still have certain rights as a human being.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Howdy, Jazz. Darlene, thank you so much for joining me for brunch today.
Well, thank you for having us.
You know, as the president of the Welcome Wagon, I always like to have new moms come and bestow my wisdom on them in any way I can. So if you have any questions for me or Miss Darlene, because she's got about 13 children, go ahead and ask us anything you want.
So what type of food did y'all feed y'all children?
Well, let me tell you about that. But first, before I get there, I want to tell you just one real important fact. Here in the United States, we raise our kids however we want to. Whatever works for you and your family, that's okay. Because under our Constitution, we have the 9th Amendment. And the 9th Amendment basically says there are some rights out there that are not listed in the Constitution, but it's still a doggone right for you. Like child rearing. How are you going to raise your children? No one's going to tell you that you can and can't do that some sort of way. So, speaking of what we feed our children, let me tell you what I did. Like Miss Evelyn said, I got about 13 children. And some of them are a little older, some of them are a little younger. And it's hard. It's hard sometimes. It's tough, and baby food is expensive. You know, real expensive for something so small. So sometimes what I would do is whatever I was eating that night, like a pork chop, maybe some corn on the cob, I'd chew it up, and I'd spit it out and feed it to them like a baby bird. Well, I mean, you never know. You never know what you might have to do. But now that they're a little bit older and they can kind of do it themselves, a little bit of Cocoa Puffs, a little bit of Fruity Pebbles if you don't have milk, you know, because it goes bad in our house a lot of times. Just crack them open, a little Red Bull, pour it on top. And sometimes they do get a little bouncy, but you send them off to school, and you know what? They ain't your problem no more. But what do you do, Evelyn?
Well, Darlene, we have a slightly different food routine. I've never tried to baby bird my children, but no, I'm never going to do that. What I like to do
It's your prerogative.
That's true, Ninth Amendment. You are correct, ma'am. I like to take some free-range egg whites too. I like to blend them up real good for my baby. I take 4 organic grapes and I cut them in half. And then on Fridays, when my little Rain is being real good, she gets a Fig Newton as a treat.
One Fig Newton?
One Fig Newton? Sounds expensive.
We don't want to rot her teeth.
Oh, well, sometimes old Terry here will eat a whole line of them.
Whew. Okay.
Okay, anyway, well, that's just what we do. It's different, and that's okay. Miss Heidi, do you have any questions about being a new mama?
Okay, so I'm having trouble putting my baby to bed.
That's common. You know what I do? Melatonin.
Oh,
Melatonin,
okay.
a little shot of Benadryl. You know, consult your doctor, but one time I played a doctor on TV, and I think it's just fine. But, yeah, melatonin, let them wear themselves out, let them run and rip as much as they want to. And then wherever they crash and fall, that's kind of where they sleep sometimes. And that's okay. That's okay. What do you do, Evelyn?
Again, Darlene, we do things a little differently. So for mine, my baby has to take a nice chamomile and oat bath. It lasts about 45 minutes. And then we brush our teeth with our gluten-free toothpaste. And when I took her in all sweet to bed, we read 14 books. I try to pick one that's in Mandarin because, you know, education is very important to your children.
I don't even know if I can name 14 books, but that's okay. That's your prerogative.
I'll pick books.
Me too.
If I have to.
You're going to do that?
too.
Okay.
Me too.
Well, you know,
ladies.
we're
Good
glad
choice.
you could come to brunch with us today, and we would love to see you come again sometimes.
Well, thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Good luck raising them babies.
Thank
Oh.
you.
Try not to mama bird them, okay?
Oh, no.
Judgment-free zone. Judgment-free zone.
I wouldn't do that.
Nope. Not doing that.
The 10th Amendment says there are some rights that aren't federal rights, but they go to the state to decide. Some of the things that are state decisions are how school systems work and income taxes. Some states have weird laws.
Yeah. Did you know you can't buy a car on a Sunday in Colorado?
Did you know you can't whisper in church in Delaware?
Did you know you cannot drive backwards in Arizona?
Huh? Oh, I did not know that. That concludes our Bill of Rights. In the Constitution, there are 27 amendments. Here are the remaining 17.
The 11th Amendment protects states from getting sued. You cannot sue your state.
The 12th Amendment says there be separate ballots for the vice president and president.
The 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments are referred to as Reconstruction Amendments. They address slavery, citizenship, and voting rights.
The 13th Amendment makes slavery illegal in the United States.
The 14th Amendment gives citizenship to all people that were born in the United States.
The 15th Amendment gives all men and all colors the right to vote.
The 16th Amendment makes income taxes legal.
The 17th Amendment says that voters can vote for senators directly by popular vote.
The 18th by alcohol.
I think what Ian meant to say was the 18th Amendment abolished alcohol, but Ian might be sipping the sauce himself.
Whoopsie!
19th Amendment allows women to vote.
Yeah! 20th Amendment says the presidency starts in January and not March.
Is allowed to say alcohol.
What I think Ian's trying to say now is that the 21st Amendment abolished the 18th Amendment and made the purchasing of alcohol legal again. Right?
Yes.
How old are you, Ian?
20.
When will you be 21?
In July the 25th.
Well, stop sipping the sauce.
Oh.
The 22nd Amendment says that the president can only serve 2 terms.
The 23rd Amendment allows Washington, D.C. to vote for a president.
The 24th Amendment says no poll taxes.
The 25th Amendment says if something happens to the president, the vice president becomes president.
The 26th Amendment set the minimum voting age to 18.
27th Amendment says that Congress cannot give themselves a raise until the next time.
Woo! That was a long one.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around.
But the Constitution is so important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Know your rights.